All right, y'all see what it is. We got another classic from the 80s. Y'all know we keep boxes on deck. So we got a 1989 Chevrolet Caprice. This thing is super clean, and we're gonna price this as one of our cheaper ones because it is gonna need paint. But you're gonna see the body is super solid, being a Southern car, and the interior is nice. So getting right into it, I'm gonna just point it out. The main areas that's gonna need paint straight across the top of the car. Normally that happens from sitting outside in the sun. So the hood actually isn't bad by any means at all. But, you know, again, compared to the rest of the car, you can see that difference in shine to the top and the sides. So front fender looks solid. We'll keep on moving. Don't see any crazy dents, any waves or anything as we go down these doors. Doors seem to be properly aligned. I don't see any rubbing there or anything. Bald head, as they say. Again, top looks pretty decent. The roof, I mean, but I know you guys can see like right up in here kind of how that light disperses. Like you don't see an actual glare from the light. It just looks kind of cloudy. It's because it's got crow's feet, so it's kind of hard to pick that up in the camera, but that's what that is. That's how you know the car will need a repaint at some point in time. And again, you don't see any of that on the side. That's how you could tell this straight across the top. Rear quarter panel looks solid. I don't see any signs of any body work being done. It looks pretty straight. No waves, no crazy dents. Back glass is solid, no cracks. And in the hood, I'm sorry, I always say the hood, trunk. Trunk is just like the roof. You guys might not be able to see it, but if you look at how the light hits, it's splattering because the paint's not solid all the way through because we got those crow's feet in there. So that's a good little one right there to kind of show you. So looking at the rear bumper fillers actually look pretty solid. Bumper is good, no cracks, no rust. Impact strip still intact. Looking down the driver's side, rear quarter panel does look solid. Again, no waves, no signs of body damage. And we're just gonna keep moving. Got a few little chips, like little love marks here. You know, people opening doors and things like that. So again, I think this is a perfect candidate for a paint job. And in most cases, people that buy these boxes, they are getting painted anyway. Front fender pretty solid again. No type of crazy dents or anything. Front glass is good, no cracks, no rock chips. Front bumper filler definitely needs to be painted. You see that the paint is starting to chip off. Random guess, it was replaced and sprayed, but they didn't prep it right, and that's why it started flaking. Front bumper solid, no rust, no dents. And the hood looks properly aligned. Well, I didn't see it rubbing in any corners. Grab the keys so we can check the trunk out and pop this hood. If you watched any of the videos from yesterday, y'all know we had the shop empty while we was cleaning up. As you can see, nice and clean, and we got everything back in here. Under the hood is relatively clean. You got all your goodies, power brakes, power steering. This is an AC car. Pretty solid. Nothing too crazy under there. Trunk latch, I did notice, does not catch. They put a piece of Velcro here, and we could not find one to replace it. And we didn't want to take it off and just leave the hole open. I know that's kind of like a point of having the Caprice. So we left it as it is. Big empty trunk, nothing spectacular. Nice and clean. You guys will see underneath. Pan is very nice. There's not even any surface rust there. It just looks like how it did out the factory. So pretty solid. Checking out the interior. Seats look great. No rips, no tears. I don't see any discoloration either. Beautiful tan. Headliner's been redone. It's got that brown suede. Anytime that we do headliners, or let me just say, anytime that I do any headliners, I almost always do suede. I think it looks way better. And it just looks cool and clean. No reason to just do a regular fabric when you can do suede. Rear passenger seat looks solid, as well as the door panel. Again, no discoloration, no warping, so pretty solid there. Front passenger seat. Good condition. No rips or tears, no smoke stains or anything like that. And that door panel looks pretty solid as well. New dash cap, so no warping, no cracks there. Just make sure you guys see the headliner's not sagging. Get over to the driver's side. Pretty clean for sure. So, driver's side panel, everything's attached, no discoloration. Driver's seat looks pretty good too. Obviously it's got a little more wear from people sitting in it, but no rips or tears. Getting in the seat, old school steering wheel cover. Again, dash looks good. Let me get my seatbelt on. I'm gonna put you down for 1 second because I got to get this other part of the seatbelt. All right, let's go ahead and fire this girl up. Mileage reads 81,822. Power locks work, manual windows. Let's see. Dang, I just popped the trunk by mistake. Trunk popper does work. Lights work. Interior light switch works. Right turn signal, left turn signal. Tilt wheel. Let's check the lighter. It's not staying in, so we're gonna say no. Compressor kicked on. Blowing out. Radio works. Good there. Good there. I think that's it. So, horn good. Let me get out and shut this trunk. Tank reads half. Try and put this in without putting the camera down again. There we go. Gear selector is showing. Everything sounds good so far. No squealing. No exhaust tick or anything, so it's a plus. Alignment feels solid, I can already tell. A little bit on the tighter side, which is a plus. Actually, let's see, hands off the wheel, she's tracking straight. That's about how much play is in the steering wheel. Brakes feel good, they feel normal, no nothing spectacular, not too firm, not too soft. Throttle response is decent. Speedometer is working, doing about 25-30 now. No shaking or warbling that I can tell right now. I'll get it up a little bit faster once we bend this corner. Windows are not rattling inside the doors. Yeah, throttle is good, motor sounds good. Hit the brakes a little bit hard there, no issues. No lights on the dash at all, so that's a plus as always. Yeah, she's floating. How all of these do anyway. A little bit different because this one doesn't have wheels on it because we're running it at, like I said, significantly cheaper than normal. So feels a little more, I don't know, I'm gonna just say floaty. Like the big wheels aren't keeping it as planned. Doesn't feel as heavy. So, but suspension is not bouncing all over the place. The few bumps that we do hit along the way, I don't feel the rear being unsettled or anything. So Give me a second, I'm gonna get her on the rack and we'll check out underneath. I got the box up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks solid, nothing to point out there. Looking at the frame, trunk pans, gas tank, no leaks anywhere from the gas tank. Frame and everything looks solid. You do have your surface rust because there's no coating there to hide anything. Stock suspension in the back, no signs of leak from the rear end. Mufflers were, well, one muffler was replaced at some point in time. Going down the passenger side, frame looks nice and straight. Cats were removed. I can see the heat shield there still. And floor pans look solid. Again, there's no coating to hide anything, so you're just looking at it bare, but there are no soft spots, no patchwork. There's really no surface rust either, so pretty solid pans for sure. Frame is nice and straight, so no issues there. Just came off the test drive, no signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Disc brakes up in the front, drums in the rear. Everything looks pretty stock under here. I don't see anything that's ever been changed as far as suspension is concerned. Looks like the frame and the control arms might have been touched up just a little bit with some paint and the sway bar, but nothing crazy. Other than that though, no signs of leak. And there's our front bumper. We'll go ahead and keep moving along the passenger side. Wheel wells look solid. And again, underneath, the cladding, the body cladding at the bottom and the frame look nice and straight. Nothing to point out there. No signs of any bubbling or crazy dents. So, and that rear quarter looks solid. Getting on over to this driver's side. Again, nothing to point out. Like I said, it's a super solid car. You could tell, again, if it wasn't left outside, that paint would have never oxidized and it wouldn't need a thing. All right, if you guys are interested in this 89, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.